because of video not getting on. So Soumya, Tanishka, Sai Varshini, Karthikeyan, Muhammad Arshad, everybody, please make sure that your camera remains on throughout the class. So Tanishka and Karthikeyan, I hope you have heard me. So yes, I can see Tanishka. Which school you belong to?
SSM, sir.
SSM school. Did you attend any of the bridge course program? No, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Straight away coming for this classes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I think most of you have attended the bridge course except I think, what is your name? Kashika. Which school you belong? No, Tanishka, I spoke to you. You can mute yourself. Kashika, which school you belong to? Velamal Mambakam? Padapai. What about you? You are sister of Dishita. Yeah. You are? Which school you belong to? Jain Vidyalaya of Tambram? Yes. You people came in the, you not came in the bridge course, no? You came for one class, some class you came. Your name is? Guru Sharan. Yes. What about you? Okay, you are from which school? Natesan, you said. Yes. What about you? Lalit Ramana. Yes. You are from State Board School. Alvin, CBSE. Okay. Pritish, Raghav, Tamil Ramana. Come fast, Trish. So, Guru Sharan. Your name, what you said, I forgot. What you said your name is? Kashika. Yes, Kashika. Kashika, and your name is? Sadhana, Shrish. Your name is Kirtana. Your name is Gayana and your name is Menaja. Right, Pritish. So, I hope I remember your names. Their names are written below their photos itself, so no problem. Sivesh, how are you, man?
Good, sir.
Okay. Did you attend any of the bridge course classes?
Bridge course, no, sir.
No. Did you go through bridge course class videos? Definitely no.
For math alone, I thought.
Yeah, why to learn physics? Physics is very easy. Or why should I mind physics? Something should be there in your head. Anyhow, before I start with today's class, since there are students who are attending my first class, I would like to say some points which may be a repetition for the students who are there in the bridge course. Bear with me for 5 minutes, not much I will take, but I will give some suggestions about 11th standard because you are new to 11th standard. Some of your schools have already started, some schools are going to start in some days, but whatever it may be, you are officially into 11th standard now. Okay? So you must be very clear about there is no relationship between the way you are learning 10th standard and the way you are learning 11th standard. I have spoken this to you in the last time when I met you. I am speaking this to you once again now for 5 minutes, that you need to be very clear in your mind that 10th and 11th are two different classes. Different in the sense, very different classes. The amount of efforts you are putting in 10th standard and the amount of efforts you are going to put in 11th standard is going to be significantly different. It's not like little bit more effort, no. It's going to be heavily more effort. Reason is only one, that these 2 years of your life will decide what you will do in your life. Mind my words. What you are going to do in these 2 years will make your 50 years of your life, how much ever you live after this. That's the reality. It's the harsh reality that you are into the phase when you need to work hard, there is no other option. And the people who are serious for these 2 years are going to do very good in their life. And there is no extent to which you can succeed in life, believe me. Whoever you are thinking as your ideal, it may be Abdul Kalam, or it may be Elon Musk, or it may be Bill Gates, or it may be Warren Buffett, or it may be anybody. Whether he or she can be great scientist, whether he or she can be richest people of the world, he or she can be professionally very excellent in their field, whoever it may be. They are also human beings. They are also once upon a time been in this 11th standard. right? Difference is they would have given their best when they were in their educational life. One of you being in that category, nobody can defeat you. You can also succeed to the same level. Who knows, you will be recognized and you will be on the papers after 10 years. It sounds like not possible. How? What I am? I'm nothing. But who knows, tomorrow some of you may be like coming in the news channel saying that India's richest person is so and so. Sounds funny, but why can't? Or best scientist, one of the best brains of India is from the classroom. Why not possible? Quite possible. So there is no end to our desires. Only thing is how much hard you are working to fulfill your desires. Next point is, as I said to you, up to now, none of the class was a career deciding class for you. 9th what you studied, 10th what you studied, 8th what you studied, whether you were school topper, whether you failed in some examination, whether you were exceptionally well in some examination, nothing is going to create any impact in your life. But 11th and 12th, how you are doing, how much marks you are getting, which exam you are qualifying, will decide whether you will become what you want to become or not. And this is the time when many students will change their dream itself. They will think from their childhood till 12th standard, I will become doctor, but they will choose engineering after 12th. They will think that I will become scientist, and they will choose commerce after 10th. They will think I will study in IIT, and they will go and join some BSc math course. These 2 years will do that. So I'm not only saying for demotivating you, I am saying you the reality that you are in the point where you are going to have the toughest time of your life, If you fight with these 2 years and give your best without minding about what is happening around you, then I can assure any one of you or every one of you can do best. It is in your hands, not in my hand, not in anybody else's hand. So please, let us start today's class with a pledge that we will give our best for these 2 years and we will achieve whatever we have thought of achieving. So somebody has joined Shakti Worldini, I don't know how to pronounce this, but whoever it may be, may I know who are you, which school you belong to, and why is your camera off? Who is this Shakti? Can you please tell about yourself? Shakti, if you are listening to me, then make sure that your video is on and you are responding to whatever I am asking, or else I will be putting you in the waiting room. Anybody knows? Heard this name before?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what your name is? Shakti?
Varshini.
Varshini, but why you have written Varzhni? Does it pronounce like Varshini?
No, sir.
Okay, whatever. Shakti Varshini. Which school you belong to?
The Fiji Global School.
Fiji Global School. Which place you are staying?
Yeah, Perungatur.
Near Perungatur. Is this your first class today, or you have come for the class earlier also?
No, sir, this is first class.
This is your first class today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think you are using some mobile phone for the class, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so keep your mobile phone stable and don't hold in the hand, because it's going to be almost 2 hours of class. You cannot be with 2 hours phone in your hand, and you should have a notebook with you, a pen with you, and whatever I am teaching today, you should write it also. Okay. So make your environment around you in such a way that you are not busy in handling the mobile itself. Okay. Become stable.
Yes.
Fine. So my name is Nilesh, and for this academic year, until you become what you want to become in your life, if you are here, I am going to handle physics for you. Okay. So talking about my experiences, from last 13-14 years I am in this field, and I am taking physics obviously. Even though I am not having much background in physics, only my interest in physics makes me to teach physics. Okay. So don't think that I am BSc physics or MSc physics. No, I am an engineer by profession. I have done my engineering in civil engineering, done my masters in geotechnical engineering, and I was doing my PhD in soil mechanics and earthquake engineering. So my background, my education is fully towards engineering, but my passion towards physics has made me to be in touch with physics right from I studied 12th standard, and when I was doing my masters also, PhD also, I was always into some coaching. So I have taught in some of the very prestigious institutes in the country, and finally I started my own Wisdom Academy with along with Satish sir, and we are doing this from last 6-7 years in Perangalatur and the nearby regions. So talking about the physics now. Now people who are sitting here, most of you, not everybody of you, most of you would be either aiming for medical or would be aiming for engineering or some thing linked with this only. That is, some of you may say I want to become pilot, but obviously the way of becoming pilot is easier through NDA or through engineering if you go. Or some of you may say I want to go for some IIT examination, I want to become a scientist. Once again, it is somewhat related to JEE only, or IIT exam has toughness equal to how JEE advanced is there. So you are either inclined towards medicine side or you are inclined towards engineering side, most of you, right? So before I start my today's class, I would like to give some information to you. Please listen very carefully, especially students who are in online. So tomorrow you are going to have a test, okay? That test is competitive exam eligibility test. Again I am repeating, this test we are keeping just to check how much you are fine in your 10th syllabus. Questions will be from physics, chemistry, bio and math of 10th level, and we are not going to judge you by that. We are just going to check your potential, so that if anybody wants to join in our Sunday batch, whether it will be fruitful for you or not, we want to say. See, we are not somebody for the sake of filling seats, we will say you compulsory come to our NEET batch or JEE batch. NEET and JEE batch is not for business at all. We don't see commerce there, we don't see any commercial there. We are dedicated that the students who are exceptionally well, that is, they are dedicated and they are ready for preparing for this examination, are chosen in that batch. So if you are aiming, if you are not aiming also, tomorrow you will have, I will put in the group also, tomorrow you will have a test. Don't say, sir, I don't want to do any exam, then also you start to write the exam. It is just a 90 minutes test, 20 physics question, 20 chemistry question, 20 math or bio, you can choose and you can write. 60 question, you will be given 90 minutes, write the test, and if you want to come for our Sunday's demo class, you can come for Sunday's demo class also. Sunday's demo class we will be talking about NEET and JEE classes, not talking, we will be teaching NEET and JEE portions from the Sunday itself. 8th June we are starting our NEET and JEE 11th batch. So before we start our batch, we want to check your eligibility, so we are keeping this test, okay? The people who are pure online people, who are not, who cannot come and write a test here, Sivesh, Soumya, Karthikeyan, Tanishka, and some of you, even I think that's all. Shakti, I think you are from Perangalatur, right? Those who are in Perangalatur, for example, Srinidhi, for example, Sai Varshini, Madhuvanti, Muhammad Arshad, and even Shakti. You people should come and write test tomorrow in Perangalatur, okay? And the people who are from SSM Nagar Center, that is Sivesh, Karthikeyan, Tanishka, you will go and write test in SSM Nagar Center tomorrow. And the people who are like Dwarkesh and Sarvanaram, I can see, who are from very far. I think Dwarkesh, you are in US, where you are, UK, where you are?
UK, sir.
Okay. Sarvanaram, I think you are in KK Nagar, somewhere far.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you both need not to come for writing test, you cannot come, Dwarkesh can not come for sure. So you can write the test in online mode. We will tell you how to write a test in online mode. Nobody else should ask me, Sai Varshini, don't ask sir how to write in online. We won't allow you to write in online tomorrow, okay? Nobody else we are allowing. What, Tanishka?
Sir, I'm living near Balaram, sir.
Okay, so for you also I can consider to write in online, okay? So you are in SSM of Chromepet, Sunshine, Perangalatur only. Okay, okay, anyhow. So Tanishka, Sarvanaram and Dwarkesh, only for these three I will allow to attend online test. Rest everybody else should come in the center for writing the test, okay? No excuse.
What time?
Yes, Srinidhi.
What timing is it, sir?
7:30 to 9. 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, sir.
No excuse in this. Everybody should come. Today how you came, man? By flight. I am telling you, tomorrow you come at 7:30 here. Okay? Tomorrow alone you come. Not asking to come you on all the Fridays. Only tomorrow you must come. Even you, everybody should come. Are you getting my point, Mr. Lalit Ramana? Clear? No excuse tomorrow, man. Don't miss the class, or else I'll get furious on you. Nobody should miss the test tomorrow. How much ever you score, without hesitation, attend it. Let us check how much you are.
Is it 1 mark, sir?
Everything is MCQ. No detailed answer. Nothing you know. Inky, pinky, ponky also you can do. But write the test tomorrow. Okay? You will have 20 physics, 20 chemistry, 20 math or bio. Somebody wants to write IAT examination, then you can write math, bio both. Or somebody wants to write NEET and JEE both examination, they can write math and bio both. Or somebody is specific, I want to go in medicine side, they can write physics, chemistry, math. Sorry, physics, chemistry, bio. Somebody wants to go engineering side, they can write physics, chemistry, math. So you have 3 options: physics, chemistry, math, physics, chemistry, bio, or physics, chemistry, math, bio. No other option. I will write only physics, not allowed. Is it clear? I hope everybody is clear in this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Indumati. हाँ, I also heard. Indumati. Good, very good. What, Sivesh? Portion is from 10th basics here. Okay, 10th basics. Don't say I forgot 10th. Whatever you remember, you write. Indumati, let the camera be on and finish your food, what you are eating. What you are eating? Mango? Don't say nothing. What? She is saying nothing I am eating. Her mouth is to point 2 times. Hey, Indumati, finish what you are eating. Okay? Drink some water and calmly attend the class. Don't be like this. You are coming for the class. That's the problem in online class. They are sitting and eating French fries, samosa and burger. What is this? Okay. Somebody tapped their table. Huh? Let us start the class without wasting further time. So we are going to start today's class. I have taken some class in the bridge course where I talked about kinematics, I talked about laws of motion, I talked about gravitation, I talked about free body diagrams, right? Don't worry those who miss the class, recordings are there, you can see whenever you want to see. And whatever you learnt in bridge course, believe me, it is going to definitely help you in the 11th standard. Okay? If you learn properly whatever I taught in the bridge course, it will help you. But today's class is independent. Today we are going to start the first chapter of physics. So in the whole physics, you are going to have totally 14 chapters. Okay? I think 7 chapters in volume 1 and 7 chapters in volume 2. Basically, whatever we are going to deal in the 11th standard is going to be from classical mechanics concepts, mostly, where you are going to learn about mechanics, you are going to learn about motion, its type, you are going to learn about work energy and power, gravitation, solids properties, fluids properties, thermal properties, thermodynamics, many things are going to come. It is going to be a long journey, it is going to be an interesting journey, it is going to be a troubling journey, it is also going to be a frustrating journey. Okay? It is not going to be smooth, it is going to be ups and downs. But let us try to deal it together and let us start today's class. Right? All of you give the heading as units and dimensions. The first chapter of physics, give the heading as units and dimensions. I am repeating for the last time, I don't want to see any camera going off. Shakti, if the camera goes off for more than 2-3 minutes, I am going to put you in waiting room. Today class you cannot attend. Okay? Camera should never go off in the class. Don't make me to repeat this again and again. Fine. So this chapter starts with the basic understanding of what is the meaning of the word physical quantity. So if I ask you, what is physical quantity? What will be your answer, Guru Sharan? Something which can be measured. Very good. Give me an example of physical quantity. Time. Very good. Some other example, Gayana? Speed. Very good. Raghav, some example? Temperature. Very good. Shrish? Mass. Very good. Now I will say some quantities. Karthikeyan, tell me, man. I'm not asking system of units, man. I am asking what, give me an example of physical quantity. So,
Sir, momentum.
yes, momentum is physical quantity, obviously.
Force.
Force, very good, Srinidhi. Force is a physical quantity. Anybody else? Length, very good, Andumati, physical quantity. I will say some quantities now. You will say whether it is physical quantity or not. Okay? Volume. Area. Height.
Yes, sir.
Weight. Oh, mass is physical quantity, so weight is not physical quantity. Weight is also a quantity that can be measured, man. Weight is in newtons, weight is a force, it is a physical quantity. Okay, Lalit Ramana? Yes. So, I was telling, inertia. Physical quantity? No? 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 It's a property. What is your opinion, Tanishka? Inertia? Is it physical quantity or not?
No, sir.
No. What is that then?
Sir, it is the physical.
It is a physical quantity. Sivesh says it is physical quantity. Okay. What about you, Indumati? What is your opinion about inertia?
Sir, I think it might be, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Might be. Okay. Muhammad Arshad, what is your opinion about inertia?
It's not physical quantity.
What is it then, if it is not physical quantity?
Physical quantity, which it can't be measured, sir.
So inertia can't be measured, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Next is refractive index. No? Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. Dwarkesh, refractive index, physical quantity, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Madhuvanti, you are the only person who is saying no. Madhuvanti? No. Got a support. Srinidhi, tell here, you are unmuted already. Yeah.
Sir, it's not a physical quantity.
Not a physical quantity. So some good brains are saying that it is not a physical quantity, if they are good brains. Okay. So next I will ask. Okay. Then relative density. You remember 9th standard? Relative density. Forgot, no? Yes. It is the ratio of density of any substance with respect to density of water. That is called as specific gravity. If specific gravity is more than 1, it sinks, less than 1, it floats, equal to 1, it partially sinks and floats. Okay. So now, this relative density, whether it is a physical quantity? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. No. Okay. So when I said about area, velocity, volume, length, height, mass, weight, you are very clear they are physical quantities. When I said inertia, you are a little confused. When I said refractive index, some of you were confused. When I said specific gravity or relative density, you are once again confused. So first of all, understand that physical quantities, as told by Guru Sharan, I think, those quantities which can be measured are called as physical quantities. In physics, we also have physical properties. I should say property, just property. Inertia is a property of any mass to resist change in its state of rest or motion. Are you getting my point? So inertia being a property, it does not have any formula. It does not have any units. It cannot be measured. So inertia for sure is not a physical quantity. So always remember that physical quantity must have two things. I should not say must have two things. It usually has two things. One is n, one is u. What is n? N is the magnitude of the quantity. It is must. Without magnitude, a quantity can never be a physical quantity. And second is unit. Now unit, I am not writing must, I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Mostly every physical quantity should have unit also. but there are some physical quantities which are unitless. I will come to that. So, I spoke about refractive index, which you very clearly told it is not a physical quantity, right, Shish? I asked about specific gravity or relative density. You said it is not physical quantity because you thought they are ratios, they have no unit. So, they cannot be the physical quantity. Am I right? Yes. There is where you went wrong. Don't you think that we can measure refractive index? Don't you think that we can measure specific gravity? If I have density of substance known, density of water known, divide both, you get a number, right? We can measure it, no? So, it is a physical quantity. Are you getting my point? Relative density or refractive index, both are physical quantities because they can be measured. That is why I was very clear in telling you that physical quantities must have magnitude, may or may not have units, but 90% of physical quantities have unit, no doubt in that. But some ratios may not have units, but they can be measured. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to tell you. Okay. So, when I say any physical quantity is represented by Nu, if I am writing here 5 kg or I am writing here 5000 gram, are they both different? Are they both same? Okay. Yes, you say they are same. I agree with you, yes, they are same. If I ask you 5 and 5000, are they same? Kg and gram, are they same? But 5 kg and 5000 gram are same, right? It means that any physical quantity can be represented in many Nu forms, isn't it? N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. See here, N1 U1 N2 U2. It is not like any physical quantity can have only one N and one U. Length can be measured in meter also, centimeter also, millimeter also, kilometer also, light year also, astronomical unit also. Yes, obviously yes. So, length can be measured in any unit, but when you are measuring in different units, the magnitudes will be different. And from here you can very clearly understand, since N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, can I say that N1 by N2 is equal to U2 by U1? Do you agree with me? Just writing the cross multiplication, isn't it? And from here can I say that N is inversely proportional to U? Some of you may get confused here. I will clear your confusion. If A is proportional to B, there are two ways you can remove proportionality. Are you aware about that? If you are not aware about that, learn it today. It will be helpful for you till you die. If A is proportional to B, if you want to remove proportionality and add equal to sign, you may know only one way. A is equal to constant times B, right? Most of you will know this. But do you know that we can also write like A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. Same way, if you have A inversely proportional to B, I can write in two ways. One is A is equal to some constant times by B, or one can be A1 by A2 is equal to B2 by B1. Since it is inversely proportional, no? So, B2 by B1. Now, you can see here the same thing I have done here, isn't it? If N1 by N2 is equal to U2 by U1, it means N is inversely proportional to U. You know what does it mean? It means that magnitude is inversely proportional to unit. Smaller the unit, greater the magnitude. Gram is smaller unit, 1000 is a bigger number. Kilogram is bigger unit, 5 is a smaller number. So, if you have a greater unit, you will have a smaller magnitude. If you have a smaller unit, you will have a greater magnitude. Is it clear to you? Very basic thing I am talking. If yes, take 2 minutes of time, copy whatever you want to copy from the board. Take 2 minutes of time, copy whatever you want to copy from the board. when you are saying n is inversely proportional, don't say 1 by u. You should say n is inversely proportional to u. Inversely, what do you use? No, it means 1 by. Okay. So, always remember that if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, it means a is proportional to b. And if a1 by a2 is equal to b2 by b1, it means a and b are inversely proportional. That is why I wrote, since n1 by n2 is equal to u2 by u1, I wrote n is inversely proportional to u. Got it? Copy it fast. Don't take more than 2 minutes. You have doubt, or you want to come in front for seeing? Come, no issues. Careful, careful, careful. Shall I proceed further? I hope you have copied this. Okay. So, now as I said before some time, somebody is writing 5 kg, somebody is writing 5000 gram, a third person is writing 5 into 10 to the power 6 milligram. They both are, all three are correct only, no? So, there are various system of units. Give the next heading as system of units. System of units. So, there are very famous systems like we were talking now. We have CGS system, we have MKS system, we have FPS system, which were earlier used. What is the meaning of CGS system? Length, mass and time. If it is in centimeter, gram and second, then that system is called as CGS system. Very common thing, you must know this. Length is in meter, mass is in kilogram, time is in second, it is MKS system. And length is in foot, mass is in pounds, time is in seconds, it is FPS system. Now, earlier days means I am talking about some 200 years back, when all these scientists were growing, 1800s, your Einstein, Newton, all the big scientists, they were doing all the research works. Okay? Before that, there was a problem. The problem was, people will be familiar with their own units, right? For example, if I ask you, go to shop and buy 5 pounds of apple, you are literate, you are knowing that pound is unit of mass, right? But even then, you will be confused, 5 pounds of apple, how much will it be? Will it be more than 5 kg, less than 5 kg? That is first confusion. Second confusion is, when you go to shop and say to the shopkeeper, please give me 5 pounds of apple. What he will do, Lalit Ramna?
Sir, you will be confused, sir, because he is illiterate.
Illiterate. So, you assume that very racist man, you are by default you are assuming that a shopkeeper must be illiterate. You have a different place in hell. How, man? You should not say like this. He can be literate also. I cannot become a vegetable seller. So by default, if he's selling vegetable means he is illiterate. Go to UK and Dwarkesh will tell you. Dwarkesh is sitting there. He will tell you whether.
UK separate.
Oh, so India means all the vegetable shopkeepers are illiterate, right? After class gets over, you'll come with me. Okay? We will meet with the shop, and if he says he is literate, then what you will do? Okay, fine. So definitely he will get confused. That is up to there. You should have stopped. He will confuse because he is illiterate. This is the wrong way. You are illiterate. No, you also got confused, right? So it is not about literacy here. It's about familiarity. Yeah, nowadays we have Google. Immediately, 5 pound is equal to how much kg? You will convert and you will go smartly say to the shopkeeper, give me 2.5 or 2.4 kgs of apples, and he will give you. But if Google is not there in your hand, you will confuse. The only reason why you got confused is because you are not having familiarity with the unit, isn't it? Suppose I am going to say you distance between Perenglathur and Gudvancheri is 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 27 light years. What will happen? Confusion will only happen, no? Because you are not used to light years in measurement. Or even if I say distance between here, my Wisdom Academy to your home is 3652 feet. Confusion? If I tell you in kilometers, understand. Okay, 5.2 kilometers. Yeah, correct. If I say you same thing in feet, you are confusing. Same way, if I say you, if you go to a real estate property dealer, he will tell you this home is 1500 square feet, right? Go to Delhi, you know how they will talk. This home is 25 meters square. It will confuse you because you are not used to that unit. And this problem was faced by the whole world 200 years back. Because all were using their same units. I am not talking about day-to-day transactions, not about buying vegetable or going and buying some shoes from the market. I am talking about research. Scientists need not to be from the same country. Some scientists can be from India. Some scientists, don't say Indians cannot have scientists. Your face is looking like that, racist man. Scientists can be from India also, right? Yeah, only Abdul Kalam is there. So many scientists are there. Ramanujan is from India only, no man. C.V. Raman is from India only, no man. You don't know who is C.V. Raman? Very good. Okay, coming back. So, coming back, please. So, I was saying that scientists can be from various countries. He can be in Russia, Russia has so many scientists. He can be from US, he can be from UK, he can be from Germany, right? And everybody, when they are doing some research, you know what they will do? They will write a paper. They will publish a paper so that the whole world will know I have done this. And other scientists can take that work forward and do some more work on that. That's how the science has grown up to today, that you and me are able to talk through video conferencing, right? Because science has grown from where we were to where we have come. But the problem was, somebody was writing the paper in feet, foot, inch, and some people are familiar to only centimeter, meter, like that. So all the research people, they sat in one place and they decided, we will use international system of units, and they called that unit as SI unit, Systeme di Internationally. That's the correct full form of SI. That unit they made for mass what we are going to use, for length what we are going to use, for time what we are going to use, for temperature, for amount of substance, for luminous intensity, and for current. Now you may ask me, sir, you stopped here, why we don't have any other quantities? We have thousands of quantities. But whatever quantities you have are going to be formed by these 7 quantities only. Because these 7 quantities are called as Mr. Gurucharan thinking, it is fundamental quantities. We will talk about this in some time. But the units for these quantities are, for mass it is kilogram, for length it is meter, for time seconds, temperature Kelvin, amount of substance mole, luminous intensity candela, current ampere. These are SI units of fundamental quantities. So, from here if I want to write ml, so length will be in meters, mass will be in kilograms, time will be in second. Very similar to MKS unit, but MKS unit has not given about all the fundamental quantities. Okay. So, the world accepted that whenever we will do a research, we will use these units only. I am not talking about world means the layman and we public, normal public. I am talking about researchers. So, if you go and see any research paper, they will use only these units. Suppose you become scientist tomorrow and you write a research paper and you publish it and you put the units as feet, pound, inch, hours for time, they will not accept the paper itself. They will reject the paper saying that republish or rewrite the paper in SI unit format, because now the whole science community is only interacting in SI unit. I hope it is clear to you. If it is clear, copy this fast. Copy this fast. Don't take much time. Please copy this.
Sir, how can you
How?
Celsius law?
No, that is not SI unit. It is a unit only, but not SI unit.
Sir, what about joules?
Joules is the SI unit of work or energy, but work or energy is not the fundamental quantity. Okay, we will come to that. Next topic is that only. First you copy this, then I will talk about the fundamental and derived quantities. First you copy this.
Sir, what is the below outer substance?
Luminous intensity. Luminous intensity. Shall I proceed further? Shall I?
The current application.
Yes. Okay. Please come back. Pay attention. So now give the heading as fundamental and derived quantities. Fundamental and derived quantities. I will give time for writing. Please pay attention, understand the concept. Okay. So, if I ask you, how do you define power? What is power? What will be your answer? Power is work into power. You forgot 9th standard? Study 9th standard, no? What is power? Nobody remembers?
Work done by time.
Very good. Work done by time is called as power. Good. If I ask you, what is time? Don't say work done by power. Okay? What is work done? Seeing the notes and saying, right?
Force into displacement.
Force into displacement. Good. Force into displacement. If I ask you, what is displacement? What you will say?
The shortest distance.
Yeah, you will define it, but do you have any formula for that? No, right? Yes, you have. No. If I ask you what is force, what is the formula of force? Mass into acceleration. Good. But if I ask you what is mass? Amount of matter. Can you have a formula for mass? If I ask you what is acceleration, do you have a formula for acceleration? Obviously, yes. V minus u by t, rate of change of velocity, isn't it? A is equal to V minus u by t. If I ask you what is t, no formula. But if I ask you what is velocity, do you have formula? Displacement by time, good. Rate of change of displacement is called as velocity. Now, if you see here, there are some quantities like time, displacement, mass. These quantities cannot be further simplified. Do you agree with me? But if you see power, simplified. Work done, simplified. Force, simplified. Velocity, simplified. Acceleration, simplified. These quantities which can be further simplified are known as derived quantities. And the quantities which cannot be further simplified are called as fundamental quantities. You should be surprised to know that we have thousands and thousands of equations made till now. Every day some more equations are coming. Many scientists are working, many physicists are working, many chemists are working and making new formula every day. But whatever formula they are making, if you simplify, you are going to end up in any of these 7 basic fundamental quantity only. No formula or no quantity can go beyond this. Are you getting a point? If we have totally some 10,000 formula or 1 lakh formula, all 1 lakh formula can be simplified into these 7 basic fundamental quantities. Are you getting my point? So, these are the fundamental quantities which are already you have written from here. And what will be derived quantities then? Derived quantities can be many. We cannot define only this much number of derived quantities are there. But we can write some examples like work, like power, like momentum, like velocity, like acceleration, like force. All these are energy. All these are what? Derived quantities. I hope you are getting my point. So, write a definition. For fundamental quantity you write the quantities which cannot be further simplified. The quantities which cannot be further simplified are known as fundamental quantities. The quantities which cannot be further simplified are known as fundamental quantities. There are 7 fundamental quantities. There are 7 fundamental quantities. There are 7 fundamental quantities. And for derived quantities you can write the quantities which can be further simplified. The quantities which can be further simplified are known as derived quantities. You may write some examples like work, power, acceleration, velocity, momentum, anything you can write. The quantities which can be further simplified. The quantities which can be further simplified are known as derived quantities. I hope you are clear. Very basic thing. Okay. Now, let me ask something to you. You want to write something, man? Shall I proceed? Yeah. So, please pay attention. So, you know that velocity is always written as, for example, 20 meter per second, right? If I am writing meter per second, blindly you understand that we are talking about speed or velocity, isn't it? If somebody is writing 20 kilometer per hour, about what quantity they are talking? Speed only, obviously speed only. If somebody is writing 20 miles per second, what they are talking? Speed only. If somebody is writing 20 millimeter per hour, About what they are talking? Speed only. So we may write various units, meter per second, kilometer per hour, miles per second, millimeter per hour, but one thing is common in all three, all four, which is when we are dividing some length by time, what we are getting? We are getting velocity, isn't it? Length can be in any unit, time can be in any unit, but if you divide length by time, you will get velocity only. That is what is called as dimensions. Give the heading as dimensions. One of the most important parts of this chapter. From here only questions will come in the examination, school examination. So we are entering the main part of this chapter. After whatever I have taught was introduction. Now I am entering dimension. I will recap this. First you write definition. Write a definition. Power to which fundamental quantities must be raised. Power to which fundamental quantities must be raised. Power to which fundamental quantities must be raised in order to get any quantity, is known as its dimension, is known as its dimension. It means dimension is the power to which fundamental quantities must be raised in order to represent a physical quantity. Now you understand here. It means that if I raise length by 1 and I raise time by -1, what I am going to get? I am going to get velocity. So dimension of velocity will become what? L power 1 t power -1. For example, Raghav, if I am writing force, what is force? Mass into acceleration. So generally mass is in m, right? Acceleration is meter per second square, centimeter per second square, some kind of length by time square, isn't it? So can I write that dimension of force will be m L by t power 2, right? Mass m, acceleration is meter per second square, meter is length, second is time, second square, time square. I will repeat this. So it will become m power 1, L power 1, t power -2. This became dimension of force. I will come back to you. So with example I will come to you, Raghav. Suppose I am talking about work done. Tell me, Raghav, what is work done? Very good. Force into displacement. Now tell me, what is force? Mass into acceleration into displacement, right? Now tell me unit itself. If I write a unit of mass, what will be unit of mass? Take SI unit itself. Very good, kilogram. Acceleration? Meter per second square. Displacement? Meter, obviously, right? So you understand that its unit will be kilogram meter square divided by second square. Do you agree? So if you know the fundamental quantities were there, no? These fundamental quantities has dimension. It is given by m, length is given by L, time is given by t, temperature is given by K, amount of substance by mole, this is by candela, and this is by A, ampere. These are the dimensions of fundamental quantities. Okay, Raghav? Now I understand that kilogram is mass, right, m, meter is length, so L square, and divided by second is time, t square. So only I am going to write the dimension of work as m L power 2 t power -2. Do you agree with me? Another way of understanding is, already force I know, mlt power minus 2. If I multiply this force with some length, I will going to get work done. So mlt power minus 2 into L, it will become ml2t power minus 2, isn't it? Simple. If I ask you, what is dimension of power? Power is what by what? Work done by time. Now what is work done dimension? Just now we derived ml2 t power minus 2. What is time dimension? T. Now arrange it, you will get dimension of power as m L power 2 t power minus 3. Understood? Like that, for any physical quantity, if you know its formula, you can easily derive its dimension. Are you getting a point? For example, if I ask you, what is the dimension of momentum? What will be your answer? Mass into velocity, right? Mass will be m. Velocity will be what? Huh? L by t, no? Distance by time, so distance is length, L by t. So it will become L t power minus 1. Don't you agree with me? I hope you are understanding these things. Sure? Sure? Take 2 minutes, copy this fast. Take 2 minutes and copy this fast. Reduce means increase. I'll off for 5 minutes.
Sir, 11 some formulas, no, sir. We can derive this till this point. Mass, length, acceleration. We can simplify it, no, sir.
What you are asking?
Sir, 11th, some formulas and derivation, no, sir. We can simplify this formula.
Yeah, any quantity you can simplify. Any quantity you can simplify. If it is a physical quantity, it can be written in its dimension, and it will come in the exam also. What is the dimension of torque, they will ask you. Now torque, you should know what is the meaning of torque. Torque is force into distance. Now force if you know, distance if you know, multiply. Same thing like work done, it will be ml2 t power minus 2. Are you getting? Have you copied this, guys? Can I proceed further? Can I ask you a simple question? I hope you are done. Make it fast. Make it fast. Make it fast. Let us proceed further and ask me, please, fast.
Should we always write dimensions in a bracket?
Yes, dimensions must be written in a square bracket. Always. You should not write without brackets. Dimensions must be written in square brackets. Got my point? Let me ask you, what is the resistance dimension? Tell me fast. Everybody, try and think and tell me. What will be the dimension of resistance? Without doing any malpractice, cheating here, there, looking, you cannot do. They can do sitting from their home, no? So I am telling to them only. So give a try, give a try. Think and tell me what will be the dimension of resistance. Don't take much time. Think, man, resistance is studied in 10th standard, no? 2 months we forgot everything. Good. I'll tell you in some time. Formula shall help you. V is equal to IR. 1 second. 1 second. Yes, what you are saying, Pritish? Yeah, Karthikeyan, 1 second. 1 second, Karthikeyan. I'll come back to you. What you are saying, Pritish? Minus 1. What you are saying, Karthikeyan? Tell me, man.
Ohm sir. OHM.
Ohm is the unit of resistance, man. I am asking dimension of resistance.
Sir, ml square t to the power of minus 4 a to the power of minus 2.
Let us check it. He is waiting for me to solve, right, Mr. Lalit Ramana? Waiting for me to solve, no? Huh? Weak in calculation. What is calculation is? Tell me, man.
L square T to the power minus 3 I to the power minus 1.
I will not be coming, man. A will be coming. For current, it will be A, not I. Let me solve it for you, those who are not able to solve. You know, we know that V is equal to IR. So, dimension of R can be found if you know the dimension of V and I. I, we know it is A. But once again, the problem is V. But we also have learned in 10th standard. What is the formula of V? Work by charge. Isn't it? Now, what is work? We have just now derived here. Work we know. Work is mL2 T power minus 2 by what is charge? 80. Don't you agree with me? Why I am saying charge is 80? Because I is equal to Q by T. This is also studied in 10th standard. So Q will become equal to I into T. I is A. Time is T. So this will become, dimension of potential will become what? Check. It will become mL2 T power minus 3 A power minus 1. Do you agree with me? And when you divide by I, which is A, it will become mL power 2 T power minus 3 into A power minus 2. So what mistake you made, Raitanya, is it will be minus 3, isn't it? Yes. So the answer for this question is, it is mL2 T power minus 3, isn't it? Actually minus 4 will come here, minus 3 came for this itself. No, A only will be minus 3, correct only. T power minus 3 and A power minus 2. Correct. Do you agree with me? Current is by A here. I told no. Okay.
How much is A power minus 2, sir?
How I am getting A power minus 2? I will do once again for you, no problem. Color itself changed. Yeah. So I am trying to find the dimension of resistance, right? How I did? I know V is equal to IR. So R dimension will become equal to dimension of V by dimension of I. Dimension of I is known to me, it is A, isn't it? Problem is dimension of V. For finding dimension of V, I am going to use the formula of V as work done per unit charge. Now, what is the dimension of work we can find? It will be mL2 T power minus 2. We have just now derived. Work done is force times displacement divided by charge, which will be AT, isn't it? When you solve this, you will get dimension of potential as mL2 T power minus 3 A power minus 1. Am I right? And then when you put it here, I am going to get V as mL2 T power minus 3 A power minus 1 by A. It is going to become, as I wrote before some time, mL2 T power minus 3 A power minus 2. Clear? Dimension of R?
Yes, clear.
Yes. Can I proceed further? So now you are understanding how to find dimensions of various quantities, right? So if you ask me, sir, of how many quantities I should remember the dimensions, right? NCERT has given 94 physical quantities in the appendix of NCERT, which you are supposed to remember, during this 11th standard as well as 12th standard as well as competitive examination. So, this NCERT book, if you see in page number 155, appendix A9, this page, this page, this page, this page, this page and this one, 94 quantities are there, of which they have given you the dimensions. You may ask me, sir, how shall I mug up all these things? I'm going to ask, no? Yeah. So, you cannot mug up, man. If you try to mug up velocity gradient m0, L0, t minus 1, ml2, t minus 2, ml minus 1, t minus 1, do you think you can remember? Try, you cannot. Because everything is confusing. M1, M2, L1, L0, LT1, t minus 1, you will confuse. You will end up forgetting everything. So, if you try to mug up dimensions of physical quantity, it is impossible to remember the dimensions. Only way to remember dimensions is by remembering the formula. I told you how to find from formula dimensions. If you know that velocity gradient formula is velocity by distance, easily you can derive the dimension. Velocity, you know, it is L t power minus 1. Distance is L. So, L t power minus 1 by L. LL gets cancelled, t power minus 1. Are you getting my point? Until you know the formula, it is impossible for you to remember the dimensions. And never try to mug up dimensions. You cannot mug up. You will make mistake. So, I recommend you try to go home today and start remembering the formula, because remembering the formula will definitely help you in 11th and 12th. These 94 physical quantities, from where they have taken, you know, from 11th and 12th physics book. It means in whole 2 years of physics, you are going to learn 94 quantities. Okay, welcome to 11th and 12th. So, all these 94 physical quantities, if now itself you remember the formula, it is going to help you tomorrow for sure. But if you try to mug up the dimensions, it will never help you, it will confuse you only. So, practice every day some questions, some dimensions from here, and within 2 weeks of time, you should remember all 94 dimensions, not by mugging up, by remembering the formulas. Okay? Next class I will ask you first 30 dimensions, easy actually, because first you know what is the first 30 dimension? Area, volume, density, frequency, velocity, acceleration, force, impulse, work, power, energy, easy. Next 30 will be tough. Okay? So, first 30 dimensions up to angular frequency, I am going to come in the next class. My first thing will be, Lalit Ramna, what is the dimension of radius of gyration? Like that I will ask you. Okay? So, please study and come, do not bunk the class, because I am going to ask you question, do not take a leave. Please come and come with preparation. I will not ask you dimension, I will ask you formula, and then I will ask you derive and tell me what is the dimension. Okay? You will remember the formula, pressure gradient is equal to pressure by distance. Then you will sit in the note, pressure is equal to force by area. Force ml t power minus 2 by L square is the area. So, it will become ml power minus 1 t power minus 2 by L. So, ml t power minus 2, like that you will derive and show me how it is coming. Clear? So, this is your homework for tomorrow. Tomorrow means my next class, which is remembering first 30 dimensions from NCERT appendix book. In this live class, everything gets recorded, right? Somebody should not come and say, sir, when you told, sir? I don't know, you have told, like that you don't say. I will show you the recording then, okay? So, this is the homework. Now, coming back to today's class. So, we have next topic as applications of dimension. Give the heading as applications of dimensions. Applications of dimensions. Interesting part, important part, highly important for school examination, equally important for competitive examinations also. So, in competitive examination, they are not going to ask you that is the dimension of force, dimension of momentum, impulse and all. They are going to ask you question from here. Let us learn this interesting part. So, there are 3 major applications of dimension, namely The first application is, by using dimensions, you can check the consistency of the equation, right? You can write along with me. The first application is to check the dimensional correctness of an equation. Dimensional correctness of an equation. Second application, which is the most used application, is to convert system of units. To convert system of units. You can convert CGS to SI, SI to FPS very simply, very easily. You may ask me, what is this, sir? 100 meter is equal to 10,000 centimeter, isn't it? 1 hour is equal to 60 seconds. 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. What is big in that? Oh, 1 hour 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So if you ask me like that, obviously you are running your own class behind. Mr. Guru Sharan, be in the class, okay? Easy to convert this system. But if I ask you, what is 50 newtons into dynes? What is dyne, you know? Dyne is CGS unit of force. If I ask you, what is 100 joules in ergs? Ergs is CGS unit of energy or work done. If I ask you, what is 100 newtons into LR units? LR means Lalit Ramana units. You can see, it's not like you are not making, you know, you can make your own units. Are you aware about this? I can make Nilesh units. What is the meaning of unit? Unit means some base for everything. For example, if I am taking CGS unit, it means the base of length is 1 centimeter, the base of mass is 1 gram, the base of time is 1 second. Suppose I am making a new unit, like I am making my own unit, Nilesh, NIL unit, making, where I am taking length base as 100 meter, taking the base of mass as 10 kg and time as 1 minute, my own unit. And I ask you, convert 50 Newton into this much nils. Can you convert? You cannot convert without using dimensions. That is the beauty of dimension. By dimension, you can change any system of unit to any other system of unit, which can be an old existing system of unit or something new which you have derived by your own. Second application of what? Dimension. And third application of dimension is the most interesting one. You know, if you understand third application properly, third application of dimension is even used by scientists today in the real life. If you are doing your research in PhD, many are using third application of dimension there also. What is that? Third application of dimension is to derive new relations between physical quantities, Suppose you are doing some research, you are doing some experiment and you are trying to find some new quantity or you are trying to find some new relation. That relation can be derived. See, for example, if you remember your Newton's law of motion, you got F is equal to ma, right? How it was derived? They wrote rate of change of momentum is proportional to force. So, rate of change of momentum will become how much? Initial momentum minus final momentum by time is proportional to force, and then from there proportionality you remove and put a constant k, and you wrote k is equal to 1 and you wrote f is equal to ma. Do you remember all these things? You know one thing, when the scientists are deriving the quantity, they are doing a series of experiments. You may or you may not would know that time period of simple pendulum is 2 pi root over L by G. If you don't know, you learn in this 11th and 12th. This is time period of simple pendulum. You know how this derivation has been taken place? So Newton has found this by taking different lengths of wire and bob. Pendulum is having bob and wire, right? So different masses of bob, different lengths of wire, making it to go from here to here in a experiment sheet, writing how much time it took, how much time it took, how much time it took. Lot of experiments for days, months, years. They will formulate and make an equation. So how they will do the experiment, you know? First, suppose they are finding time. First, they will try to identify on what factors the time is depending. On mass, on length, or on the acceleration due to gravity, or on length of wire, or on the height you are raising. Like that, they will study various things and they will understand, okay, if I am changing the length of the wire, the time period is changing. So it depends upon the length. When I am changing, I am doing experiment here, I am doing experiment somewhere else, I am doing experiment in mountains, I am doing experiment in lower elevation. G is changing and my time period also is changing. So he understood that, okay, it depends upon G also. They know that it depends upon length, it depends upon G, but they don't know how it depends. That is, whether it is proportional to length or inversely proportional to length, proportional to length square, proportional to length cube. We don't know anything. Only by using dimension we can derive these things. So third application, as I told, it is used even by the scientists and researchers to derive the relationship between various physical quantities. Okay? One by one we will learn all these applications. Today let us start with the first application and give the heading as checking the dimensional correctness of an equation. First application is checking the dimensional correctness of an equation. Checking dimensional correctness of an equation. To understand this application, write some basic concepts, some fundamentals. Write that in an equation, all the terms, I hope you are writing Muhammad Arshad, in an equation, all the terms must have same dimension, must have same dimension. You can change the paragraph and write the quantities that are added or subtracted in an equation, the quantities that are added or subtracted in any equation, the quantities that are added or subtracted in an equation should also have same dimension, should also have same dimension. Should also have same dimension. Okay, let us understand this. So, in your 9th standard, in your school you learned that V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, V square is equal to U square plus 2S. Am I right? Learned all these things? Anybody is there who not learned and came to 10th standard, 11th standard? No, right? Forgot maybe, but you learned this, all the equations of motion. Somebody said you You believed that, maybe they derived by using graphical method also, that S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, it is made famous by Newton, so you accepted it. But like that, if somebody comes and writes an equation and you want to verify whether it is possible or not, that can be easily done by using dimension. For example, if I am taking S is equal to ut plus half at square, whether this equation is correct or not, if I want to check, how can I check? I just now told you dimension of S, dimension of ut and dimension of half at square must be same, because there are three terms, all three terms must have same dimension as per the concept, right? What is dimension of distance? L. Don't you agree? Only length is there. What is dimension of velocity? L t power minus 1 into t. This two will get cancelled. What you will get? L, isn't it? What is acceleration? Half is a constant with no dimension. What is acceleration? L t power minus 2 into t square. It gets cancelled. What is going to remain? Do you agree with me? So, you can check correctness of any equation based upon the fact that all the terms have same dimension. So, if an equation is written in front of you and you find dimension of each of its term sorry, and they are not having same dimension, it means what? It is dimensionally incorrect. I hope you are understanding this. So, to check the dimensional correctness of an equation, you must verify by using each term's dimension. If they are having same dimensions, your equation is perfectly correct. If it is clear, copy this fast. I will give some questions to you for doing. Shall I give a question then? Okay, take one question. Half mv square is equal to mgh. Question is checking the dimensional correctness. Check and tell me whether the equation is correct or not. F is equal to half mv square minus half ry half minus m a s. S is displacement, okay, don't take S as seconds. Solve both the questions, tell me whether both these questions are correct or not. Whether they are dimensionally correct, yes or no.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Please ask me.
Sir, first one is half ml square t to the power minus 2 is equal to ml square t to the power minus 2. To be considered as a half.
Half is not quantity, right? It's constant. So we need not to take dimension of that. Are you getting my point, Sivesh? Dimension will be, for first question I am solving now, dimension of half mv square. Half will have no dimension. Mass will have m. V is L t power minus 1. So it will become L power 2 t power minus 2. Are you understanding?
Okay.
Same way. Yeah. Correct. Okay. So m is mass, so m. G is acceleration, so L t power minus 2 into L. So L power 2 t power minus 2. Yes, it is dimensionally correct. The first equation is dimensionally correct. How we found, you understood? Second one is obviously not correct. You know why? Because half mv square we know already. It is ml 2 t power minus 2 and force is ml t power minus 2. So need not to check this third itself. These two itself are having different dimensions. So this equation is not possible. Are you getting how I am checking the correctness? Each term I am doing separately and checking its dimension. If its dimension is correct, then they are possible, consistent equations. If it is not correct, then the equation is dimensionally wrong. Clear? Shall I proceed further? Okay. So next is the next question. Any problem in this? I hope no. If anybody has any problem, feel free to ask me. Next question is going to be very interesting. You will learn in chemistry this year, there is something called as van der Waals equation for a gas, given by P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to RT. P is pressure, V is volume, A and B are some kind of constants, R is gas constant and T is temperature. Okay. Question is, what is the dimension of A and B? Question is, this question has come in NEET exam also. What is the dimension of A and what is the dimension of B? Is the question clear? This is the equation given. P is pressure, V is volume, R is gas constant, not required for you, T is temperature. With all these things given in front of you, you are required to find what is the dimension of A and what is the dimension of B. Give a try. What is P? What is, before some time I told you pressure. What is pressure? What is pressure? What is pressure?
Force by area.
Force by area, obviously, good. Now ask me what is force. That you know, right? Good. I'll take attendance. Online students, unmute yourself and say attendance, okay? If I take your name. Dwarkesh, Menaja, Gayana, Gurusharan, Harin Krish. I think he's absent. Indumati,
Present, sir.
Karthikeyan, Kashika, Kirtana, Lalit, Saravana Ram,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Madhuvanti,
Yes, sir.
Mohammad Tawfiq, Mohammad Arshad,
Present, sir.
Pritish, Raghav, Raitanya, Sadhana, Sai Varshini,
Present, sir.
Shrish, Sivesh,
Present, sir.
Soumya, Shri Krishna, Srinidhi,
Present, sir.
Tamil Amudan, Tarkeshwar, absent. Okay. I think Shakti Varshini, your name is not added, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you come for any inquiry in Perangalatu Center?
Yes, sir.
So you have filled the details there, right? Your phone number, everything is mentioned there.
Sir?
Did you fill the details here? Your phone number, everything is mentioned here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you added in any group of Wisdom Academy? WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir.
You are not sure?
Let me check.
Okay, check it, and if you are not added, you wait after the class gets over for 5 minutes. Okay, I'll add you. Got the answer, guys? No. Okay. Shall I help you? No. Capital T can never be time. Capital T, time period can be, but time is always in small t. Yeah, temperature it is. Not required. Huh? Well, I know little Tamil also. You thought I will never speak in Tamil itself, no? But I'm not good in Tamil. You will teach me. Oh, you are also weak in Tamil. You belong to which country? Tamil Nadu only, no? He thinks Tamil Nadu is a country first of all. Very good. Okay. Okay. Fine. I am solving it, Mr. Guru Sharan. Time is going to elapse. So, before some time, when you wrote the first application of dimension, you wrote one line there. You wrote that the quantities which have same dimension can only be added or subtracted, right? Now you see, these two quantities are getting subtracted, these two quantities are getting added. It means that what is the dimension of P must be the dimension of A by V square. Do you agree with me? Same way, what is the dimension of volume must be the dimension of B, right? Do you agree with me? Neat question, but simple. So what is the volume? Volume dimension? Volume is meter cube, so L cube. So you can very easily say that dimension of B will be L power 3 over A. Now here dimension of pressure is how much? Pressure is force by area, ml power minus 2 by L square. So it will become m L power minus 1 T power minus 2, if I am right, isn't it? This must be equal to, we want to find A dimension, and here V square, so it will become L power 6. Do you agree? L cube square, L power 6. So A dimension will become equal to m L power 5 T power minus 2. Don't you agree with me? This is the answer, man. Dimension of A, dimension of. Is it clear? Simple. So let me take a pause.
One doubt,
Please ask me, Sai Varshini.
actually the V and T all are like repeating also. V stands for velocity, T will stand for time like that.
Ah.
We are assuming asking us how to get rid of that confusion. Will they mention in the question?
They will definitely mention in the question P is pressure, V is volume here. And some things you will learn with time, that small v is only velocity. Capital V can never be velocity. Capital V can be potential difference. Capital V can be volume. Now you may ask me, sir, what if it is potential difference? They will mention it in the question itself. V is volume there. Okay. So I don't want to spend that much time on writing. So I just wrote and I told you by mouth. In exam they will write in the question itself. Okay, Sai Varshini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope whatever I have taught you today, something you have understood in today's class. Today's class was really important because we learned about dimensions today. Leave everything else. Everything else is small, simple thing. But dimensions we started today, and more than today, next class will be very important where I am going to teach you second and third application. Conversion of unit, very interesting, very, very interesting thing. Today time is not there also. Today I have really should have taken. And next class, I am going to start even the kinematics if time permits. Okay. So don't miss the classes. Today's homework are two homeworks. I am writing on the board itself. One homework is appendix, dimensions from where to where? 1 to 30. Appendix, the dimensions of where to where? 1 to 30. Simple, this is simple. This will take 10 minutes only to remember. That's what simple it is. Second work is little time consuming, but you will do. NCERT book anybody is having? NCERT book, one topic is there. Topic is significant figures. Okay. That significant figures you will read and come. We will learn here theoretical topic, but 1.3. From where it starts, page number 3 it starts, and it goes up to page number 6, I think. Yeah, page number 6. So page number 3 to 6, topic name is significant figures. Significant figures. This topic you will study and come. Just basic theory. Please complete the homework before attending my next class. Every class I will give some small work to you. If you do it, it is good for you. If you don't do it, you are never going to improve. Okay. With this, let me end my class today. I will meet you guys once again on coming Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night. You will wait, Shakti, Varshini, you will wait, okay?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's test time is 7:30 to 9. Don't forget that. Tomorrow's test timing